Hello and welcome you to my video classes on water governance and water policy. Today we are mainly discussing about community based organizations, right? So community means like some same minded people or same opinion people or same needed people like student community, faculty community, politicians community, like that same minded as like some people will be there, they will make a team, and from that team they make some activities, right? So we'll discuss more about it. Myself, Vishwanath, our team, right? And today we are mainly discussing about introductory part and how community based organizations are there in water management field, right? So first we will understand what we mean by community based organizations, right? So here many definitions are there, many explanations are there, but we have to understand basic things about what do you mean by community based organizations, right? So here community based organizations refers to organizing aimed at making desired improvements to a community's social health. So here it is what their main intention is to improve, right? To make some developmental activities in social health, well-being, and overall functioning with maybe improvement of the education, improvement of the girls education, improvement of the health environment. So it may be any function which are required for community development. So here also well-being means what? Financial condition. So when we will get a good financial condition? When we are managing water properly, because water is a basic resource, it shows the lifestyle also, right? So that's what main community based organizations are there in all the field and result in water management also, right? So next we will see community based organizations occurs in geographically. So community based organization occurs in a geographically. So it is what? Geographically, psychosocially, right? And even culturally and spiritually, and even digitally bounded communities. There is no matter only we have to make actually it depends on the geography also. Geography, for example, we have a North India, South India, right? Western India, Eastern India, but many things their cultural, their activities are different. That's what even we make a communities based on the geography and even psychosocial, because all the people are not in a same mentality. Some people they have a different mentality based on their requirement. That's what the community may be geographically, communities may be psychologically and socially or culturally, as well as spiritually and even digitally bonded communities. Next is community organizations is a process by which a community identifies needs. Community identifies needs or objectives. So here is what we have to understand what they will identify. They will identify their needs. Why? Because you cannot take in a national level. So we have a our country is very it has a very very it is culturally rich and it is a diverse country. You can call it as a diverse country, means it is as a it has a different cultures, different different societies and different languages. That's what based on their needs they will identify what they want to improve, what exactly they need, and what kind of actions we have to take. Then even through this process develops cooperative. They not only go by single person, they will make cooperative and collaborative attitude and practices within a community and even practices within the community. That's what it is called as a community based organizations. So now we'll go for how what kind of community based organizations are there in a water management. Even you can see in the image, so how they are making meetings, you can call it as a general assembly. General assembly means there should not be need of very big structures like Vidhan South, right? No, even they can make a meeting in a open ground. So these are called as a maybe assembly or meeting point, discussion about the future plans, what happening now, what kind of things are going, all things they will make discussion. Even some just I told many things are, even you can see some of the women's cooperatives. So here it is what they make community, and they made some products and they are selling with the banner of their community names, right? So now we'll go for what kind of community based organizations are there in water supply and management organizations. Community based water supply and management organizations. So here community based water supply and management organizations normally organize themselves as a water user associations. Even we studied what you mean by water user associations, right? So here also they will make some community like water users association, and we discussed how to register the water user association, and it will be headed by a board of directors. So how we are making some like no for example, if you want to make some youth community, so when you are making youth committee, in that there will be leader. Similarly, here also there will be headed by board of directors or need to be report back to general assembly. So here also meeting they will make, and it will be some leaders or some members will be there, like the same cooperative society, but the main cooperative society is related to water supply and management or some water related activities. You can see here it is. So how like no some activities are taking place to construct the canal and even distribution of water, right? So even like no inspection, all the kind of things they will do with the community, right? And community based organizations means, even you can take example of water users association, it is like a, some group, right? So next point is the strategic partnership and can also build with other entities such as government agencies and non-governmental organizations. So here it is what they will make some group, and even they will make some like no collaborations with the government organizations as well as the non-governmental organizations. Why? Because here it is what collaborative and cooperative, or even you can call participatory. So we are going all as one, right? So we are giving more importance for the local people, and but we are not neglecting the entire government system, because all are working under the government rules and regulations. That's what, to make strategic partnership with the government agencies as well as NGOs. Next point is, while community based organizations are predominantly self funded, mainly, right? Even government will make, but mainly self funded, these partnerships can provide useful financial and organizational assistance in a setting up water user associations. So here it is, I can give an example. Around like no some few people, they will make some group and they will make their contributions, and based on the collection of the contributions they will take some project, and it will be owned by the group only, right? So that's what self funded means. They will make investment, they will construct the structure, and they will manage, right? So that's what it is, what self funded. That's what that amount will be sufficient to set up the water user associations. And these kind of activities are going around us, but we are not aware of these kind of activities. If you go and ask the farmers, they know in a different way, not in a civil engineering language or in a scientific language. They maybe have some like no society, they may call it as a society in a ordinary language, right? So next point is, in rural area water user associations, but also different kind of farmers association. So here it is what different kind of farmers association have been active in constructing and managing small irrigation schemes. As I told, association is not only for scientists or not only for like no big people. Even farmers can make association, and with the help of that association they can take some developmental activities for water development and as well as the management. So next is some of the experiences with the community-based water supply and organizations shows that, right, here it is what some of the things what after the successful completion or some implementations of community-based organizations in the management of water resource, right, some experiments was noted. So here it is, based on the experience they want to improve the like no they want to improve the things, and with the giving some guidance. So here it is, they are focusing the importance and the requirement of like no different things to make it successful. So first point is, right, they are focusing proper legal framework should be adopted. So in this chapter we are discussing mainly about legal laws, policies, rules and regulations, because we are like a democratic country. Here it is what people are the main, and here we have to go uniformity because of our constitution. All are equal here, right? So we have to make sure that all are getting proper opportunities. So that's what a proper legal framework should be adopted, right? So why? Because so that community based water supply organizations works alongside other entities of the water governance structure. So here it is what proper rules and regulations has to be set up, and based on that rules and regulations, even they can work with the government agencies as well as the non-governmental organizations. So here it is main important is what legal framework should be adopted. Proper legal framework should be adopted to make it successful. So next is increasing the sense of ownership works. So increasing the sense of ownership work not only to be promote stakeholder engagement but also help in minimizing the project cost and program efficiency. So here it is what increasing the sense of ownership works not only to promote stakeholder engagement but also help in minimizing the project cost and program efficiency. So here it is what we have to government is telling that it is owned by you only, but even government should help to minimize the cost of constructions as well as the efficiency of the entire program. Next is the relative performance of water user association at managing water and sanitation supply network largely rely on competence of the partners participating manager and community members. So here it is what the performance of entire association, mainly it will depends on the main leader or manager. As I told, board of members will be there or some leaders will be there. It all depends on the participating manager and community members, even the members, right? So if members are taking more interest and even leader is taking more interest and some more involvement will be there, then we can get a good success, not only after making the water user association. So we have to make water user association as well as we have to involve ourselves with the dedication to complete that work, then only we can get a good relative performance. Next is the close contact between water user associations and the governments, especially at the local level. So here it is what the close contacts between water user associations and the government, especially at the local level. So local level means what I told, it is a village level or like a regional level or hubli level, or you can call taluka level also up to jilla level, right? So these are called as a local government, a local institute, and they are mainly they're focusing on local issues, not a national issues or state issue. That's what at the local level we have to make water associations as well as the collaboration with the government is needed so that active coordination and collaboration can be reached. So coordination, the word is very important, the coordination and collaboration with whom? It is with the government, because it is a government is a main to govern all the things, right? So that's what the proper coordination and collaboration is required by proper involvements. Next is network expansions. So here it is what some organization is there and they want to expand, like no expansion they want, right? But should be done in accordance to a water user association competence and abilities. So here it is what how much they are competence and how much they have ability. Based on the ability and competence, they has to make the expansion work. It should not overstretch a water user association financial condition and human administrative capacities. They should not overstretch administrative capacities as well as the financial condition of the organizations. So here it is financial condition of organization. Why? Because they are making how much budget is available within the organizations. That's what they have to make based on their competence and their abilities, right? So, and I think you understood as that some topics are mainly introduction part of the community based organizations. So, thank you for watching this video, right? If you like, If you like this kind of video, just subscribe my videos and make the likes. Thank you.